Do they ever reach out again? Do they ever hit up your line or message you? Do they do that after you guys break up? Do they do that after you guys are done with? Do they do that after you guys didn't become a thing? Maybe they were going to become a thing. Maybe they were going to be your crush, but then after a while they ghost you. Situationship, and then they're done. They say we're going to cut things off. Do they ever come back? Do they ever reach out to you again? In my honest opinion, I think it really depends on how long and how deep this relationship is. How deep does this love really go with one person? Because let's say, for example, if let's say this relationship was maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe less than 6 months, it's safe to assume that I don't think they might reach out to you unless you made that big of an impact on their life. They definitely probably will then. But let's say this was just casual. This was just a casual thing between you and one person. I think it's safe to assume that they probably won't reach out. But now let's say if this was a year, 2 years, three, four, five, would they ever reach out to you again? Again, it depends on how deep this love really goes. How deep do you know them? Their dreams, their secrets, their fears, their goals. How deep does this go? This was a question that got asked to me through my forums page that I have where people could submit a question. And the question was, did my ex ever reach out to me again after we broke up? And I'm going to be honest, for the first year after our breakup, after the initial breakup and her discarding me and choosing someone else, she, she didn't reach out to me. But gosh, did I really want her to reach out to me? I still had very deep love for this girl, for this woman. And every day that passed by, I was like, maybe today's the day. But as each milestone that passed, her birthday, my birthday, the anniversary, a whole year, that hope went away from me. And reality was more starting to set in of, hey, it's time to wake up. It's time to move on. And yeah, for an entire year, she didn't reach out to me. It wasn't until January of this year that I finally got a message. And I remember it vividly. It was a Saturday night. I was editing a video late night. I didn't even get any sleep. And it was 10 o'clock, 10:08 p.m. I still remember it because it was very vivid. It was a night I don't think I could forget. And I remember just editing on my phone. And then I see the notification of her name. And the first two words that read, "Hey, Gio." And I remember when I read that, my heart dropped. Seeing that name, seeing my name, her directing a message towards me, I dropped my phone immediately and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? What is this? A whole year has passed and now you reach out to me? I was shocked. I literally was like walking around my living room just like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on here?" And then I remember going back to my phone and picking it up and I was like, "Oh my gosh." And I read the notification. I didn't even open my phone. I didn't open the message. I just read the notification. And this entire message was just an apology to me. It was basically along the lines of, "Hey Gio, I wanted to reach out to you because I wanted to apologize for what I did to you last year. I know what I did was fucked up, and I'm sorry I didn't say anything sooner. I'm sorry I didn't apologize to you sooner because I was scared. I wasn't ready." And reading that entire apology, reading that entire message, I didn't really care for it. I've talked about this before on a previous video, but for so long, throughout the entire first year of this breakup, I wanted that apology. I wanted that hey, I'm sorry. Hey, like I'm genuinely sorry, but I never got it. It wasn't until this year that I finally got it, but even when I got it, it was too late. I didn't even care for it. I looked at it and I said, "Okay, that's it, really? Okay, I'm good. I don't need this anymore. I'm okay." But part of that message was still in my head. So she did reach out to me. She genuinely did reach out to me. But now the question is, okay, did you respond back? Did I respond back? I didn't for a month. Because part of that whole apology, there was one line that kept standing out to me. And I remember it now. It's been a while, but I remember it now. And it was just like, I want to wake up without feeling remorse anymore. I want to wake up one day and not feel this pain that I caused you. And I remember just telling myself, I'm not going to respond unless I feel something, unless I genuinely feel something about this message that's just keeping me up at night. And it was just that line. And so when I finally responded a month later, she responded back almost immediately. And safe to say, we caught up. But she did try to reach out to me. And the funny thing about this now, this apology, this thing that initiated the whole conversation for both of us of catching up, really, was the fact that from another person that I've met later on that has no correlation with my past, nothing. She knows my ex, and I was shocked. I was like, "Oh, you know her?" I remember we were hanging out, and she told me, "Hey, we need to talk about your ex." And I said, "What the?" I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. How? Okay, why do you want to talk about my ex? You don't even know her." And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know her, but I know someone that does know her." And I was like, "Whoa, okay, I did not expect this." And this is gonna make sense in a bit, but she told me, "Yeah, this other person talked to her, and she was basically your ex was basically telling them about what she did, how she got into this new relationship, and what she did to you. And this person called her out on it, told her, "Hey, you cheated, you did wrong, and you need to apologize to him." Now, if you can put two and two together, you need to apologize to him. This person said to my ex, and then later on, she reached out and apologized to me. So hearing that, I was also shocked. I was like, "Oh, so this message was in the works for a while, and this wasn't something that she genuinely thought of." Okay, wow. But even then, I didn't really care too much about it. Like I said, I even told her, I was like, "Well, cool, I guess I know this now, but I don't really care. Like, can we move on with our night? Like, can we just like go back to like doing what we were just doing, like having fun, chilling, vibing? I don't really care about this." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, I just thought you'd know." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I don't really care." But she has reached out to me. And looking at it now, I don't really feel anything about it. It's just another person. It's one mentality that I've gave myself going into this year is that she's just a person, and it's the mentality I kind of dragged on with me throughout this breakup, throughout after immediately after getting discarded was, hey, if you see her or if she reaches out to you or if you guys talk or whatever it is, she's just a person. She's genuinely just a person, just like you are, just like everybody else you see. She's just a person, and that made it easier for me. It made it easier for me because it made me think, well, yeah, there's nothing. She doesn't have any higher power over me. She doesn't control my movements. She doesn't control how I feel. I've already taken control of that myself. I'm okay. But if you're wondering, do they ever reach back out to you? Would they ever reach out back to you? Again, it depends. How deep was this love? Did you and this person go through a lot? Did you guys live together? Do you guys share things? Trauma, love, happy moments, sad moments. There's chances that they will reach out to you. And maybe right now you're having that hope of, yeah, they're going to reach out to me. I hope they reach out to me. What if they reach out to me? I was in that same boat too. But eventually, as every day that passed on, reality set more in. Reality set more into myself of, hey, you're gonna have to accept that they're not gonna reach out. You're gonna have to accept to move on. And that was hard. I didn't want to do that. But I knew that the more times I kind of told myself, hey, she's just a person. Hey, she might not reach out, and that's okay. The more I made it easier for myself to kind of move forward with my life. And so that when eventually she did reach out, I just looked at the message and said, okay, thanks. I'm okay now. You apologize, and yes, but I'm okay now. Maybe right now you are waiting for them to reach out, or maybe right now you don't even care if they reach out or not. But just know if the love that you guys share is very deep, chances are they might reach out. Chances are you might be the one to reach out to them. Maybe you did discard them. Maybe you did hurt them, and you still haven't apologized. You still haven't said anything. Maybe you are the one to reach out. Maybe they are the ones that are going to reach out. But at the end of the day, you have to remember they're just a person. They don't have any power over you. They don't control your life. It all really depends on how far and how deep this love goes. Today's recording is filmed in none other than the Greenway Park here in Beaverton, Oregon. I feel like I've been saying Greenway Park a lot, but I haven't really. This is like my fifth time now. I think I've said that in the last video too, but this is genuinely I think my fourth or fifth time being here. Yeah, this is my last day being at the Greenway Park. I really like it. I actually kind of walked a little bit more further, and I saw like this old park. that I remembered when I was a kid, and I was shocked to see it again, still in the same condition, everything exactly the same. And I remember myself as a kid literally looking at it like, oh my gosh, I remember the seesaw here. Oh, I remember this swing set. Oh, I remember this playground. It was crazy. I was like, whoa. Oh yeah, and I remember this path takes you over here, where me and my mom used to play basketball. I know it's just like it like holy nostalgia moment right there. I was like, whoa, here in Oregon, it's getting pretty hot, but I think we're going to start dipping down again to like cloudiness and rain here soon, which I'm kind of hyped for because honestly, don't like I don't get me wrong, I love the sun, I love everything about this, but give me like 60, 70-degree weather and I'm okay with it. 80 degrees, we're kind of pushing it here. We're kind of pushing it. I don't know if I like this, but I'm learning to accept it because summer is going to be blazing here. If you guys have a topic or a question that you guys want me to hit on or talk about in a future video, you guys can do so by looking for my link tree. It's somewhere around here. It's probably in the description. It's probably in my bio. If you just go on there, there's like a button that says like leave a question or topic for a future video, and you guys can do that. Whatever you're doing, remember every day is a day closer. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not even be next week or next month. Heck, might even be 2 months. Maybe it might be in the summertime. Who knows? But as long as you do it every day, you're one step closer to achieving that dream. You're one step closer to achieving that goal. And you're one step closer to being that person you want to be. I think I said it right this time. I think my last video, I don't know. Anywho, deuces.